Welcome to episode 6 of the Consistent Genius Podcast. I'm joined with Josh Pittro, Big Biscuit.
Also Porky.
Also Porky. I was going to say it. I just wanted to see if you said it. Here, get closer to the mic.
Yeah.
And then we're also joined by Max Brown, brother to Ethan Brown.
QB1.
Legendary quarterback. He's joining us in the 100 Thieves jersey. We'll talk about that later. It's pretty sweet, actually. I like it a lot. But we got some big news this morning. I actually saw. I don't know if it was out last night or just this morning.
6:45 this morning.
6:45 this morning. Urban Meyer announced his retirement from coaching for Ohio State.
I mean, I guess you hate to see it, but it's understandable in my opinion.
You do hate to see it.
He's got a lot of health problems.
I know, something in his brain, right?
Yeah, he's got a cyst in his brain.
That's freaky. Yeah,
he's already had a drain, but it's back. It's back badly.
Yeah, if it's affecting his coaching ability, that's scary.
Well, he went down during one of the games.
Yeah, I saw the picture on the knee and
he went down on a knee and then he was escorted to the tent.
That's crazy.
Their tent that they have on.
I always see him holding his head.
That's just disappointment.
No, baby. No, but he's always just I swear.
That's just with how Ohio State is playing.
Okay, that's fair.
Terribly.
The inconsistencies that they've had, on the Maryland game, when they were straight focused on him the entire game, that was awful. Mm-hmm. That was terrible.
Yeah, that did not look good for him.
After every other play, he was zoomed in on by at least one camera. They had multiple angles of him freaking out because of
issues they were having. Because aren't all football ratings going down right now on for televised football? All the ratings are going down. They're getting less views every game.
I feel like NFL is, but
NFL.
I'm not 100% sure.
That's not college. NFL is having that issue, stemming from taking a knee and everything. But
it's just not good anymore.
That's just a terrible situation in all of it.
Yeah, but Urban Meyer, he's amazing career. I think I saw 82-9.
Yeah, at Ohio
over the
State.
7
7-0 against
Michigan. 83-9.
Yeah,
7-0 versus Michigan.
That's a good record.
What was it? He won 5 bowl games. 5 bowl games.
More than that. Oh wait, with OSU, yeah, he won more.
Well, no, because his first year they went 12-0, right? And then they couldn't compete in the.
They were ineligible for a bowl
Big
game.
Ten and
2014 national champions.
Thank Jim Tressel for that one. And then the first college football playoff national champion.
Winners, yep.
I think he's a
I was an Oregon
coach.
fan back then. Hate to see it.
He's statistically he's the best coach ever, right? For Ohio State.
Probably.
Possibly.
I think.
I mean, it's one of those things that it's a really hard argument to bring up, but he's definitely one of the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
He's up there.
So you said before he came to Ohio State, he said he would never coach again, and then he came to Ohio State. So you think he's done?
I don't know exactly what he said, but I know he said something along the lines where he said he wasn't going to come back to coaching, or he didn't think he would. And then, after 2-3 year break of retirement, he's back. He's back in the big screen. He's back in Ohio State, and he's absolutely bringing up the program.
Yeah, for sure. And then he's getting replaced by the guy who was the interim coach, right?
Mm-hmm.
He won the
what's
first
his name? I forgot.
Ryan Day.
Ryan Day. Yeah. He's 3-0, right?
Yeah,
head coach?
So he's 3-0 as head coach because he was the interim. Yep. Yeah, when Urban Meyer, I think he was the coach for all of the summer, and then the first 3 games went 3-0 against.
Well, not all of the summer.
TCU, actually.
It was just that 5-week span where Urban couldn't be in contact with the team.
Yeah,
it was just during that time.
Yeah, I mean, that's still a big deal though. Taking head coach position.
I mean,
they beat TCU. That's a decent win.
I mean, I think Ryan Day will do a great job filling in that spot. And I think he will bring a great amount to the table.
So right now he's the offensive coordinator, and I think he's going to stay as the offensive coordinator even as head coach.
I would assume so.
Yeah,
I would assume so.
Yeah. I could see
because I think he's 100% in charge of the offense, currently. Yeah. Maybe with a few plays being thrown in here and there, but I think he'll stay calling the majority of the plays.
I think the defense was terrible.
Yeah, this year,
it's rough.
They stepped it up for sure. If they
definitely step it up. I mean, they could definitely step it up.
Whatever they did against Michigan,
Well, that's the thing. Michigan's a heart game though. That's
true.
That's their game to play. If you win the Michigan game, you won the season.
Oh yeah.
And I think the players got like fired up just for that. But
how about 62 points on the number 1 defense?
That's the most they've ever scored on Michigan, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Since 1860.
That is the most I believe Michigan has like ever been scored on. It's either the most or second most Michigan has ever been like points allowed.
Yeah, and they're supposed to have the number 1 defense in the nation. Like,
I think that was a little BS, to be honest.
I mean, they were highly rated. They had, I think their average points was in the teens going into that game, and they gave up 62 points. I mean, it helped that they had I think it was a sophomore playing at the 1 corner position, number 28.
Oh, he was so bad.
We took advantage of him.
Oh, I love that.
Every deep ball went over him.
He ran so weird if you watched.
We were on the goal line and we ran the ball 3 or 4 times in a row, dude.
Oh, when we got stopped down there?
What are you people doing?
I mean, I understand running on the goal line. That's what you should be doing. Like the philosophy of football, if you're within the 5-yard line, you should be able to score within 2 plays by running the ball, not by passing the ball. You shouldn't be passing the ball in there, but it just wasn't open.
You believe in like the 1st and 2nd down you run, 3rd down you throw, 4th down you punt.
I mean, not necessarily. You gotta throw some challenges in there.
Do you ever throw on 1st down if you're a coach?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's always a time or two where you get up to the line. Like say you get off of like a decent run of 10 yards. You get up to the line and you take a shot. Yeah. You can do that. 1st and 2nd down, that is your time to take a shot. 3rd down, that is when you get into
crunch time.
Yeah. You have to be decisive and you have to get the yardage. Maybe not a deep shot, but you gotta get the yardage for a 1st down, and then maybe you take the shot on the next play.
And on 4th down, if you're in the red zone, do you kick the field goal or do you like?
I take the points. Well, it completely depends. Yeah, but I usually
situation. What yard line are you on?
I don't know.
Well, if you're in the red zone, like it's a 30
25?
35. Yeah, because like 20. Red zone's 20 yards, and then plus the end zone, and then 7 yards.
So, but like on the 19.
Say you're on the 19, 4th down, you kick the field goal. But like if you're on the 1 or 2, you might be running. You might be going for the touchdown.
Yeah. Okay. Out of respect.
I mean, you just gotta see it from all views.
Yeah.
You gotta see what you need.
I guess it's very relative to the situation.
But it definitely depends on your ability to block, run.
I mean, if you can't do anything offensively, then you take the points.
If you're running the spread nowadays, it's like it's a passing game. I think the run's just not there anymore. Well, not as much.
Yeah.
It depends.
Yeah. I think J.K. Dobbins reached 1,000 yards, didn't he? For the 2nd year in a row. He set a record. So. First Buckeye to run for 1,000 yards his freshman year, 1,000 yards consecutive year.
Yeah.
Wow.
As a sophomore.
Redshirt, do you know?
No. He was a true freshman last year.
Wow.
And he ran 1,000 yards. He was the first true freshman to do that.
That's incredible.
That was another thing, yeah.
All right, well, speaking of football, the playoffs were decided this past weekend. We got Alabama in the number 1 spot. We got Clemson in the number 2 spot, Notre Dame in the number 3 spot, and Oklahoma in the number 4 spot, which surprised some people. I mean, they did win their game. What was the score, do you know?
They beat them.
They won by
at least 10,
by like
maybe
15.
12.
I think
it was something like that.
It was like 39 to something in the 20s.
So if they would have lost that game, that would put either Georgia or Ohio State in the top 4. But we got Georgia at the 5 spot, which I think it should be OSU personally. And then we got OSU at 6 spot, and the 7 is Michigan, which Michigan should probably be ranked lower now.
8 is UCF. Don't forget those undefeated.
UCF is undefeated.
They haven't lost a game in
26. Was it 26? Right? 26
straight.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
26 straight.
So wait, does Oklahoma have any losses?
Oklahoma has 1 loss. They lost to Texas by 3 in the early on in the regular season.
Okay, so Notre Dame's undefeated. Alabama's undefeated. Is Clemson undefeated?
Yep.
Okay, so those 3 I think should be in.
Well, hold on.
Notre Dame's debatable.
Notre Dame doesn't have a
conference. Yeah.
Conference. Yeah.
That's
Notre Dame doesn't have a conference, and the first stat line that came out for Vegas, Notre Dame was an underdog to Oklahoma, Georgia, and Ohio State.
Wow.
They were an underdog to all those teams. Yet 2 of those teams that had a chance of beating them did not make it.
They'll probably get smacked around.
Clemson, I don't know. It depends.
I think Clemson and Alabama will be in the.
I hate seeing that again and again and again.
Yeah, it just happens though.
Yeah, I think they are pretty much the top 2 teams.
Oklahoma's a good team, but Alabama's just better.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Alabama, they proved something last week with being able to come back in that win against Georgia.
They were down two touchdown deficit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What was that their
backup quarterback?
Yeah, but he was a starter before, right?
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts was the starter last year.
Right?
He was a
2-year starter.
Yeah, 2-year starter going into the national championship game last year, and that's when they put in Tua, and he came back against Georgia, and then Georgia game this year in the SEC championship instead of the national championship. The roles are reversed. Tua's in. Tua's, he wasn't having a great day in general.
Really wasn't.
But then he got hurt, and I think he was even having surgery today or something. I'm pretty sure.
I thought it was just a high ankle sprain or something like that.
I heard something about surgery. Okay. I don't know. But then Jalen Hurts comes in and he gets the job done. Mm-hmm. He came in. He's been the backup the whole season. He was a starter. He came in as a backup this entire season. And, came off the bench.
Yeah,
and won the game.
Proved himself.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I got Alabama winning it all. How about you?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Alabama.
I don't think Clemson can beat them.
I haven't seen anyone that can beat them.
Do you think Oklahoma can beat them? Because Oklahoma is a good team.
They have a good offense,
there's
but
a problem.
No.
Their defense is terrible.
Yeah, and Oklahoma lost their best receiver, number 5, I think he is.
I heard he may not be out. There's a possibility he could play.
Broke his foot or something. I'm not sure though, because he was on crutches.
He was on crutches after the game, but
true.
So was Tua.
No, he wasn't. He was dressed. Tua was dressed.
Huh?
Tua was dressed. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, but Tua couldn't walk at all.
Okay.
Like if you saw
him give him a hug.
If you saw him trying to walk, he was gimping around.
Yeah. So no way he was going back in.
No.
Okay. Because I saw him helmet on and everything, but no.
No.
Okay.
No, he wasn't going back in.
All right. Now another football topic. We got Kareem Hunt kicking a girl while she's on the ground. They were in some implication in some hotel hallway or something. From what I heard, it was the girl just kept egging him on. Racial slurs were being thrown around, and there was just a fight. And we just watched the video, and it just looked like an all-out brawl. And then one of the girls was on the ground. Kareem Hunt was about to run, so he kicked her and then walked away or something.
I wouldn't say an all-out brawl because it was Kareem Hunt versus everyone else there.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. It was a fight.
Yeah. I mean,
Kareem Hunt did have a guy or two there with him,
but they were all trying to keep him back.
Yeah,
they weren't they weren't helping him.
Yeah.
They were trying to keep him back. They were trying to help him by getting him away from that situation.
Yeah, because I did see
him and the girl kept going at it.
Someone I think was recording the video, and one of Kareem's boys grabbed the phone, trying to knock it on.
Yeah.
But then, they got.
But then they had the security camera or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know if he should have kicked the girl.
No.
I don't think you should ever hit a girl, and especially while she's down on the ground. That's kind of messed up.
I mean, first in the video, he's pushing her. He's pushing the guys on him. He's trying to get off him. He was carried away at one point. At one point, a guy picks him up and tries to carry him away, but that didn't work. And then, and then he gets back over there, and one of the guys was talking to the girl, and he hits the guy hard in the back and knocks the girl into the wall, and then she's down on the ground. She gets up for a little bit, but then she's knocked back down. Yeah, and then he comes over and kicks her. Yeah, that's just.
Do we know any relation or what they were?
I don't think it was a random girl. I don't think they were dating or anything like that.
I'm sure they weren't dating, but
I'm sure they knew
each other. Were they partying? Were they having fun?
Partying. I don't know.
I mean, what was the situation that got them together in the first place?
Yeah, I think she just.
I don't really know.
I don't think there was some
Was it a one night thing?
I don't even know about that, dude.
Yeah.
I really don't. I think.
What brought those two together to absolutely escalate that situation? How it became?
I couldn't tell you. I think.
I don't know. I don't know what all happened in that situation.
What I heard on the television, she was a random girl, but who knows?
What do you think should happen to him?
Him?
I think
it was in self-defense because they were all fighting.
No, it was definitely not self-defense.
No,
there was no gun brought out or anything like that. So I doubt
it was
Oh, the kicking is bad, but I'm saying like the fighting wise and kicking.
The girl wasn't doing anything to him except like yelling at him. He wasn't. That's not self-defense.
She was yelling at him, and she was throwing some pushes back, but
I mean,
her pushing him versus him pushing her wasn't doing
that brings up a good point. Like, should you ever, like, if you're getting like punched by a girl, do you fight back? Or,
you push her off you.
Push her off. Like, are you throwing punches?
No, because then she could throw it right back at you. Because she's not leaving bruises. You're leaving the bruises. You know. What I'm saying?
Yeah. Because like I think it's messed up to ever hit a girl or like anything like that. Like if a girl's like punching you, you can overpower her and just like settle, like constrain her so she can't like do any more damage, or you just got to solve that situation without like you causing the violence. So like kicking, I think that's terrible. Punching the girl is terrible. But like if you like just grab her and like
hold her, pretty much,
like hold her, or you have someone else like get a hold of her and just like calm her down. You
gotta think there could be that situation where it's just those two together. It's He was probably lucky that he had his friends.
For sure.
It would have been way worse.
He was going for blood.
I mean, he was out of his mind.
He's definitely in the wrong. When I said self-defense, I meant like when he was like, if you're getting punched, like, and it's a dude, you can obviously like punch back.
Yeah, obviously.
Like, come on. Like that opens the floodgates to the beat down.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a big advocate of self-defense, man. Like if someone does anything to you, you should be able to retaliate. Even if it's saying a word. If someone says something, call him a name back. Tell him what's up.
But like, do you think he's getting dropped, correct, from the Chiefs, or he already was dropped?
He was dropped.
Immediately.
The minute that video came out, he was off the Chiefs.
Now is he like suspended from the league for a little while, or
he is on I believe they call it commissioner's suspension, maybe. Like he's off the team. And I think the commissioner has the last say of what completely happens to him. Like, can he ever return or anything?
Yeah.
See, I think that's very justified, him being off the team. Because when you're like a public figure like that, like you got to watch out what you're doing, and especially you should know not to do that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Something to think about. Like on social media, you always got to watch out. Don't say any cuss words in text.
Yeah.
That type of thing. Be nice. Don't like and retweet random bad stuff. But also, like, this is even more extreme, though. Like, hitting a girl. That's messed up.
It probably did ruin his career. I don't know about ruin, but, like...
It definitely did.
Do you think he'll play again somewhere?
I think he can. I think he will. I think the Browns will pick him up.
See, this could be the thing, like, do you think Kaepernick would play again? I don't think so, personally. I don't think that.
He won't play again.
I don't think he should either.
No, not because he, like, kneeled. He's not that good anymore. And, like, he's not as good as what he was. And I don't think he can start, or maybe he'd be back. I don't think he can.
They won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And then it was the following season.
No, they lost the Super Bowl.
I thought they won.
To the Ravens. I'm pretty sure they lost.
Okay, so he lost.
Yeah.
And then following season, didn't they go 0-16 or something? Or didn't
not that bad. Not that bad. But yeah, they did. I'm pretty sure they did
really bad.
Yeah.
And wasn't that when he started taking a knee?
No, I think it was a couple years after that. Like,
it was a couple years there? I didn't think
he wasn't the starter. He wasn't the starter anymore.
I didn't think he was in the league after, like, too much after that really bad
I think
season.
They won the Super. That was a while ago. Probably like 2014, I'd say.
That's 4 years ago. It's not that long ago.
Okay, true. Well, that's probably 4 years ago. That's probably when...
Think about all that's happened in the last 4 years.
Maybe the beginning of 2014 they lost the Super Bowl.
Super
I know.
fast.
Exactly.
I can't really put a date on it, but yeah. It was probably either 2013 when they lost, and then he probably like I think when did this whole thing happen? Was it 20 like?
It had to be 2016. No, it was 2017, right?
2015?
No, 2016. I said late 2016, early 2017.
That sounds about right.
Yeah,
he
freshman
thinks
year. That sounds about right.
He thinks he's entitled to like a spot in the league when like there are like thousands of people that would like kill for a spot in the league.
Yeah,
I mean, you gotta think about all these guys that are coming out now. Like we have, how many rookies are starting this year at positions? Like it's an extreme amount of rookies coming in, and they're immediately taking spots away. And it's like I don't think anyone's gonna want to invest in Colin Kaepernick when they have like. Guys
bigger,
like
faster, newer,
younger. You got
Kyler.
We can take this to the Heisman. We got Kyler, Tua, and Haskins all about to come in. Yeah, like, what, those two will come out next year, and then Haskins has the opportunity to come out this year if he wants to.
What's the rule for that? Do you have to? How many years do you have to play?
You have to be a junior.
Yeah, Tua can't.
So 3 years in college.
Okay.
Oh, wait, can Tua? Is this Tua's junior year?
No, Tua's.
Is this his redshirt sophomore year? I think. Because I think last year was a freshman. Maybe.
I'm pretty sure. I thought he was a true freshman last year.
What's the rule for college basketball? Because I know
it's one and done.
Yeah.
One and done.
Yeah.
You don't have to be in 1 year.
Yeah, because I know college basketball is firing up, or has fired up, and it's like big.
Yeah.
OSU's nasty, right?
I think
OSU?
basketball. Didn't they just lose?
No. Yeah, they
just lost to
last week.
I thought like we're a power to get reckoned with or something.
I mean, they're still rebuilding from all the Thad Matta stuff. Like, all of that stuff is still being rebuilt. I think Chris Holtman's doing a great job. He's completely turning the program around, but I think in a couple of years they could possibly be back in into the powerhouse. But right now, I don't think they are a top 25 team, but I don't think they're
not up there with the Dukes and the Kentuckys in them.
Duke and Kentucky.
Duke will win it for sure this year. I think they're 4 freshmen that they have. Great.
Their 4 freshmen outplay everybody except Gonzaga.
They're nice.
Gonzaga's better. Gonzaga beat Duke by 2 points
this year
without their best player. Without their best player.
Who did? Does Duke have 2 losses? I don't really know. I think they lost.
I thought it was just Gonzaga.
Okay, I don't know.
I have not watched any college basketball.
I just heard about it.
Basketball's just back and forth, back and forth. It's like, it's who gets luckier, I think, in my mind. I think football's a lot more planned out.
The football is definitely a lot more planned out because you actually got you got legit plays that you're running every single time.
Football's like a team sport. Like, you got 11 dudes on the field, and that's what a lot of people don't realize. It's like 11 people have to do their jobs, not get an MA, make their assignment, and miss assignments MA, but make their assignment and get their assignment done for the play to work. And people don't understand it's like a team sport, but like basketball,
you only need one guy.
LeBron James can carry a team. Like, we could all go play with LeBron, and we'd
but here's the thing:
we'd be worth nothing against him, like next to him.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: it's like if you get a team that plays like great, like a five-man roster, like who plays great, they can beat LeBron. Like, they can outplay the one. I feel like they can.
Well, it depends. It shows all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, you saw
LeBron loses all the time.
Yeah, you saw the finals of Cleveland versus Golden State for the 3rd year in a row.
Yeah.
LeBron had very few teammates that really helped him in the finals, and yet LeBron kept them in that, and I think he was the only reason how they made it there. I mean, it was the buzzer beaters, it was everything.
I'll say that is like one of the funnest times of the year, the NBA Finals, when you have to make all the memes and stuff on Twitter. It's like, I remember one year I was tweeting out like one of the players looks like Donkey from Donkey and Shrek.
Oh, that's Draymond.
Yeah. And just like stuff about that, and like choking the 3-0 lead in NBA Finals.
Oh yeah. Like except as soon as that happened and people were still making the jokes about it, then Cleveland Indians choked a 3-1 lead.
Yeah.
Like, that was
it's just awkward.
That was forever.
Yeah,
that's
just a little awkward.
Nope. You guys don't watch baseball, do you?
No, it's too.
Not really.
I will say if you're there, it's fun to watch, but on TV it's too slow.
Yeah, I've been to like one Reds game when I was younger, but like other than that, like baseball's just.
I went to a Pirates game.
It's hard to watch on TV.
Yeah.
What do you call that? What's the Pirates field?
I'm blanking.
It's on the river, so I took the ferry across the river. Went inside. It was cool, and it was like awesome. See the Pirates play, but like it's not a football game.
And no, like it's declined severely since like I don't know. Like I was talking to my dad about it like probably a couple days ago, and he was like, back then, like everybody watched like this World Series. Like everybody talked about it. Like, oh, this world's like the World Series. Like, what's the count and stuff like that. But like,
I mean, baseball's one of those sports. It's been around forever. Yeah. Like, it's like that's why it's called America's pastime.
Well, that's the thing. I think now that America's getting so diverse that it's becoming less and less of a footprint. Because some people they don't know what baseball is. It's only in America, right?
No. Japan, it's huge.
It's a world sport.
Yeah.
It's a world sport.
Well, they got
it's not
cricket. They got
I mean, why do you think they have like the Little League World Series.
That's pretty good. That is good. I like watching that actually.
Oh, Hawaii.
Japan always wins that.
Yeah, well, Japan does.
No, usually it's Japan that always wins it.
Yeah. I was watching.
But
they got their hats like this.
This year,
so
Hawaii beat Japan.
Hawaii is absolutely sweet at baseball. Like, that's crazy. And these are like little kids, dude. Like 11, 12. I'm like,
that's actually dope. Yeah.
Wow.
You want to go back to the playoffs real quick?
Okay.
So I want to know, what are your guys' thoughts on the idea of an 8-team playoff?
Absolutely.
Oh, well.
That gives teams like UCF to get in. That gives them a chance. And then like a Georgia obviously goes in, even though they're 2-loss. I mean, that LSU game was very close. And Alabama, they're the best team in the whatever it said.
Nation,
yes, correct.
It's a tough one.
They are the best. So
hey,
like,
just shout them when you have them.
I understand. Like, I definitely believe. Like, wait, who's the top 8 right now? Like, I saw something on Twitter. Like, who should play
Clemson,
who?
Alabama, Notre Dame, Oklahoma, Michigan, OSU, UCF.
Yeah, they're
UCF's number 8.
Georgia. That's 8.
Yeah, like that. I saw something like who should match up, and I thought it was perfect. Like it should be exactly like that.
When you say that, like I think of regular season as like it's a qualifier, but at the same time it's not, because like UCF is 12-0. They should be in the playoffs.
Well, you got to think about this. So you have Division II and Division III football. They split their playoffs into regions, kind of like Ohio High School is, and then the top 8 teams from each region makes the playoffs. So they have a 32-team playoff, and it's like it's nasty. I mean, you got the best teams, you got the worst teams. Actually, one of them
so the 32. It's like a bracket,
teams.
Right, with 32 teams. Then
Okay. Yeah.
For football.
See, that could be really cool.
That's
for
so many
18,
games though.
Well, I mean, that's like
4 games,
start
right?
like a week earlier.
Okay.
But they keep going. Yeah, I mean they're the national championship. I think for just about all the other divisions is next week, I believe.
So I think I do like
maybe
that,
2 weeks.
The 8-team playoff, or even if they did like purely off record.
I mean, think about it. So
UCF,
UCF.
That's what I think.
Think about UCF. UCF every year is saying we want Bama, we want Bama. They're saying. Last year they said we beat Auburn beat Alabama, therefore we are the national champions.
Yeah, that's actually pretty funny. But
that is that doesn't work like that.
like I understand.
They played one top 25 team this entire season.
Alabama or Auburn came out and like joked. I swear, like they didn't even play a game. Like it felt like they weren't even trying.
Who?
At Auburn. I felt like they thought like last year. When they played, I felt like it was just like it was going to be a piece.
I don't think they walked in with the right mindset. Against them, because I think that's what I think that's UCF's key thing when like walking into big games is
they're always the underdog. Like
not
big games,
always, but like against these like top-rated Power 5 conference teams. Their big thing is they come in with the right mindset. They come in like they're gonna win the game, and that's what you have to do.
Like we're the better team.
So the bigger team might have like the bad attitude then in that situation.
Yeah, that's usually what I would assume what happens.
Like they're taking a week off, taking it easy, because they think it's not a big opponent. I don't know, maybe it's just. I mean,
because like if we did move to an 8-team playoff, we have Alabama versus UCF. That almost guarantees UCF out of there.
Yeah.
As long as Alabama comes in with the right mindset
Michigan
and
does Clemson.
and gets business.
Clemson wins.
Michigan versus Clemson.
Ohio State, Notre Dame. That would be a good game.
I think
Ohio State, Notre Dame. Oh my God, I would love that.
That would be a good game.
I
think we would win too.
When did we beat them? Did we beat them last year?
Might have been the year before.
I don't think.
Who did we play in the bowl game last year?
Oh, we played. Oh, I don't know.
Played someone.
I don't know.
Notre Dame, wasn't it?
I can't remember.
2 years ago was Clemson.
It's all frosty.
That was a bad game. Yeah.
That was a.
But UCF did lose their quarterback, which did you guys see that injury?
Oh my God, that was terrible.
Yeah.
That was horrible.
That was awful.
And he was pretty much. I wouldn't say their whole team because they kept winning or they won.
I mean, they barely won.
Quarterback's like the center of the team.
Yeah.
Their second string quarterback had 3 fumbles in their game against
Memphis.
That's tough.
Yeah.
Was it? Yeah.
I mean, Memphis.
But they did come back.
Memphis should have won that game.
They did come back. UCF did.
Hey, quick side note. I was playing Madden last night, dude. I playing Steelers, And Madden 19, the run game's not there. It's all passing.
19 or 18?
19.
Okay.
And I threw 10 interceptions. Like,
how do you throw 10
I have
interceptions?
Schuster. I know. I have Schuster and I have Brown on my team. I should not throw a single interception. But the game's broken.
that doesn't automatically make you not be able to throw an interception. It's about the quarterback.
I was playing Matthew Morbito.
Yeah, but like
what team was he?
Oh, he was oh shoot, maybe the Rams.
Oh well, they're solid.
Yeah, the Rams are a solid team.
They're better than the Steelers on that game.
Yeah,
but like the Steelers have better individual players, which I don't know. And the defense was lacking, man. Defense. we had to make some adjustments in the halftime.
Okay, yeah. All right. It obviously didn't work.
It didn't work, no.
10 interceptions, it definitely didn't work.
10 interceptions, and he only won by 20 points. So he should have won by more, I will say that.
Oh, definitely.
I had that lockdown defense.
Sure you did.
All right, Heisman race. I think that Tua should win. I don't know why they're bringing up Kyler as the number one.
Why Tua?
Because he's been the leader the whole year, and I just feel like he's a better player.
What about Haskins?
Haskins, I don't think he, like... To be honest, I feel like he doesn't show that much heart on the field. Like, I feel like he just goes out and balls, but he does not, like... I don't know.
Doesn't show the heart.
I don't think you've seen enough of the games where he gets so hyped. He's the leader of the team.
I've never seen that. I swear.
He gets so hyped. He's the leader of the team. He's always in there celebrating with them after the touchdown. Like
Well, that's one thing, but like.
But you've never seen him get hyped.
No, I don't think I have.
On a side note, I love the touchdown celebrations. I saw a couple great ones this year.
Oh yeah, there's been some really good ones.
You mean like in the NFL?
There might have been like a selfie one. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah.
I think it was Michael Thomas. He like grabbed a flip phone out of the like.
Oh yeah, it was.
He got flagged for it for sure.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He grabbed and it was like. He called somebody.
Hey, there was one that was a free throw.
It was like faking it all.
Yeah.
Oh, the free throw. Who was he mimicking?
I have no idea.
It was an NBA player that. Was it
LeBron James?
No. he did like boom, 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 shot.
Oh yeah. Oh, who was that?
You remember that? Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen
video.
It on ESPN.
Dwayne Wade.
No.
I don't know.
It's recent. Was it for the Sixers? I feel like I don't know.
But someone did that, and he was pretty much just mimicking that, and that was funny.
Yeah,
that was funny.
Those are like the highlights of the game.
But like, why do you think Kyler, right? Yeah, Kyler should win.
I don't think he should win.
You think Haskins?
I think Haskins should win. My big thing with this is Haskins has proved himself as coming out here. He obviously didn't play anything last year except for he played second half of Michigan, I believe. But other than that, he came out here. He's had a hell of a season. Mm-hmm. He's breaking records.
Yeah.
He's breaking Ohio State records. He's breaking Big Ten records. He broke a Drew Brees record. That's been a record for 22 years. Yeah. And he's out here just balling, and he's not only doing that against the
number one defense. Yeah.
He's not just doing this against like trash teams, but he's doing this.
Come on now, number one defense is.
He's doing this against top 25 defenses, and like if you wanna put Kyler on top, the best defense Kyler has gone against was ranked 27th.
Who, Texas? Or was this?
I don't even know who it was.
But you got what is it? Big 12, right? Yeah.
Yeah, Big 12 defense. No defense.
No defense.
I mean, they almost lost to Kansas.
Who did?
Can you believe that?
Oklahoma
almost lost to Kansas.
3-9. Right?
I mean, there was other things saying like Ohio State had a rough. I think they said a rough November, and it's like Ohio State's November was like dominant wins over teams that are known. Oklahoma barely squeaked by teams like Kansas.
Yeah.
Kansas is barely a football team.
3-9, yeah.
I mean, squeaking by. I mean, no.
My question for the Heisman is, on paper, who has the best stats?
I don't know.
On paper,
is Haskins the best?
I think that's really apparent in my mind.
I think after that game, Haskins has more passing yards. But Kyler's a dual threat, and I think he has 800 rushing yards on the season.
I meant like touchdowns. Like, who has the most? Like, who has the best stats?
Haskins has, I think, almost 50 touchdowns this season.
Yeah, he has to. Well, unless 50 touchdowns. What does he have? 46.
50 touchdowns.
That's nice. Does he have
50 touchdowns?
46 passing? Is that right?
I think so. Somewhere around there. I forget.
Or maybe that was like a couple games
I haven't really looked at the stats since after Northwestern, but he had. like 4,500 yards passing.
Wow.
Yeah, he was going on. He was balling this year.
He
passing.
had the Zinzers went over this. He had a 69% completion rate.
Oh, the whole year.
Dang.
That is better than most, if not all, the top NFL quarterbacks going out of college.
Yeah.
Well, anything above 50 is pretty good, right? You'd think.
I mean, you want to be
more than half, I guess.
Closer to the 60 range, but then once you get into that 70 range with how many times we pass the ball at Ohio State,
Yeah, true.
That's pretty impressive. I mean, think about it. Purdue, our loss of the season. Haskins went 49 for 73 in passing.
That's really good.
He had an insane game, but they weren't converting when it counted the most, and that's what,
It kinda
drove
got
to
away
their
from
worst
us,
loss of the season, worst loss in some years.
Do you think that was
if
a
you don't
mind
count
game?
Clemson.
Do you think the players just weren't playing well, or do you think
I feel like, I
think there were some play calling issues in there because their red zone offense that had been a question all season, but then that really got exposed there because they walked out of the red zone. I think after like their first 4 trips to the red zone, they walked out with 17 points, something like that.
Yeah.
Like that's, or no, not even 13 points.
Yeah.
2 field goals and 1 touchdown
yeah.
in the red zone. That's unheard of for Ohio State. That's not normal. And that's not how Ohio State needs to be playing.
I feel like Ohio State just chokes an away game every year. I don't know.
I mean,
Everyone
knew that Purdue was the trap game for Ohio State to lose.
Yeah, true.
Because nighttime in Purdue, that's rough. That's rough. Like any night away games is rough.
Yeah.
Let alone Ohio State, a sound team going to Purdue. Like Purdue is usually a rough game for Ohio State. I don't know what it is, but all these teams play their best games against Ohio State. One of the stats I saw this season, teams after playing Ohio State, and this was after week 8, I think, something like that.
Okay.
Or after the Purdue game, the week after the Purdue game, people found that teams that after they played the Ohio State game, they were 2-9.
Wow.
So they just give it all to Ohio State. Yeah.
They give it all to Ohio State. The next week, they are not counted on to win the game.
Well, see, that's like all psychological, man. Like you gotta get hyped up for the Ohio State game, and then every other game doesn't count. And that's the way I think OSU plays Michigan. Like they're like Michigan's the only thing that counts. Everything else you play is just that's practice.
I mean,
well,
there's always another level for Ohio State Michigan game, but like you can't say that the rest of the games are just practice. I mean, the whole goal of the season is to go in, you win every game, you go kick the crap out of Michigan, and then you go win the Big Ten.
Yeah, I don't think the Ohio State players are like they're not playing for Ohio State. And we talked about this last podcast. They're playing for their personal stats. They're like their own gain. I don't think that's true to all of it. I think there are some players that are playing for Ohio State. There are some players that are playing to get to the next level. There are some players that their true purpose to come into Ohio State or to go to somewhere like Alabama is a guaranteed spot in the NFL.
Yeah,
like,
I do believe
that's how some. I think that's how some high schoolers take it as. But the ones that are, I feel, most successful at Ohio State are the ones that buy in, and they're there for Ohio State. But then after Ohio State, whatever they get after that, that's bonus. Who's the QB? He's like a 5th year. He's at LSU now. He was the backup for Ohio State. You know who I'm talking about? Joe Burrow. Yep. Yeah, dude. You think he's going to the NFL?
No.
I think he'll go undrafted. I think he'll be picked. I think he'll get a shot there because he was at Ohio State for 4 years. 4 years. Yeah. And then he lost his. He wasn't going to win against Haskins. When he found that out, he made the personal decision that he wanted to go play somewhere else, and I respect that. Yeah. I think everyone was respectable about that. I mean, he wasn't going to play, and it was his last year of eligibility, so he went on to go play at LSU, and
he had a good year.
He had a great year.
From what I saw, he had
a great year. I mean,
did you see the game? Texas A&M versus LSU.
Oh, that sucked.
Dude,
7 OTs. I talked about it like 2 weeks in a row now. But
I woke up at 4 a.m. that next morning, and I don't know if I saw your tweet. I saw something of yours, and I'm like, okay, now I gotta check this out. I went on to just ESPN and was looking at all the recap of it. And I'm like, what the hell happened?
Like this one play, like the ref got in front of the DB and like made the best block of the game.
Mm-hmm. I saw that.
I mean, that was funny, but like,
I think
they got cheated.
I think the refs were a little rough in that.
Yeah.
That what was it? That interception right at the end of regulation. That's rough.
Yeah.
And then what happened? What happened right before, like right as time was running out, that there was another play?
Oh, they called.
The spike with a little extra time.
They had like 2 more seconds on the clock or something.
Yeah,
and that happened once before. They put like a second or 2 on the clock, and that won the game for the team.
Yeah.
It's just I think they definitely got cheated in that whole situation, and it was at Texas.
What happened in the first overtime?
Dude, I don't know. There were 7 of them, man.
I know, but it was something in the first overtime that LSU should have been able to win the game right then and there, but something happened with the refs called something.
It might have been on the left side, a touchdown down the left side, maybe, if I'm remembering correctly, dude. But like 7 OTs, that was like 2 more hours a game. Like what?
Did they? How much like break time did they get? Did they get any?
They don't get
no, they kept going.
Yeah,
that's why Texas A&M kept being able to score. Was you could definitely see the LSU defense was tired.
Mm-hmm.
They was really tired. That's why each team kept scoring. But then they could not stop Rodgers, number 5.
See, at first I thought they would end after 3 OTs and they just call it a game. But I guess not. But then again, that's like working those kids so hard. Going. It's crazy.
Yeah. They keep going. They don't stop for a tie. There's always a winner.
There's an NFL rule, right? Where
there's a tie.
NFL goes for ties.
Yeah, it's after another 15, I think.
Yeah, they go 15 more minutes. They go for ties though. College is not allowed ties.
Steelers tied the Browns
in the first game of the season.
Wow.
Yeah,
that was a rainy game one. Big Ben threw like 4 interceptions.
But Cleveland choked hard.
They definitely did. They missed that field goal. But the Steelers also, think about it, the Steelers also choked in that situation. They also missed a field goal.
Yeah,
I mean, each team missed their opportunities to win the game.
See, the Steelers, I think they're a really good team, and they have a lot of like good personal player, or not like individual players, but like Big Ben's about to retire.
What are your thoughts on Le'Veon Bell? That whole situation this year.
He's stupid. He's stupid. Like, come on, man! You're in the NFL.
Yeah. What are you doing? Like, they can't be treating you that bad.
He gave out on $800,000 each week. He decided not to show up.
Just sign on the dotted line. Go play some ball, man.
Yeah, for real. Like, does he not like it?
He wanted more money. He wanted more money. That was the whole thing. He wanted more money. Like,
how long has he been on the Steelers?
Probably 4 years. How many? Yeah, 4. Yeah.
The average for his position is 3.5 years, I thought.
Yeah,
running back.
So there's no way he goes to another team, right?
I mean, he's still in his prime.
Yeah, I'd say
he hasn't. I don't think he's completely peaked yet.
Do you think
from what I've seen?
Do you think any team will pay out what he wants?
He wants a lot. I don't know how much exactly, but he does.
I think one of the problems was the franchise tag. I don't think he wanted to be franchise tagged.
True.
But they also wanted a franchise tag.
Can't they franchise tag him again though? Right now,
I don't know how that'll work.
They could, but that would be really messed up.
Well, yeah, just screw him over.
All right, one last thing about college football before we move on.
Okay.
Since I'm the host.
Okay. Yeah.
Should Ohio State have gotten in?
Yes. Oh no. If Oklahoma lost, yes.
Well, yeah, obviously, but just straight up, like, should they have gotten in?
Would Georgia still have been higher though? If
no.
If Oklahoma lost, I think Georgia would have been in.
No.
Yes. Hold on. I'm gonna say no. Ohio State, I don't think would have ever had a chance of getting in after that loss to Purdue.
Yeah. Okay.
Because the loss was too late in the season. Like, think about 2014, first year of college football playoff, and we win the national championship. Yeah. But that loss that we had, what was that, week
Virginia
2 or 3?
Tech, yeah.
It was week 2 or 3. And
I was at that game. That's crazy.
You were?
Yeah.
That's sweet.
And
Virginia
so it's
Tech,
like
we lost.
it's different when your first loss in the season is at the beginning versus
in the middle or end.
In the middle to closer to the end of the season, because that's when you can really turn around. I mean, Ohio State, they started at like 16th for the first college football playoff ranking when they lost to Va Tech. but then they came all the way back up to 4. And everyone was saying, "Oh, Ohio State shouldn't be in here. Ohio State shouldn't be in here." I mean, TCU deserved this.
Oh yeah,
Washington deserved this over them.
Yeah, okay.
And then they won it.
Yeah.
But then, we had this midseason 28-point loss to Purdue, and I don't know.
You think that set the tempo for the rest? Or?
I mean, and then the overtime with Maryland did not help.
That was ugly, man.
Yep.
I was watching that game.
Our defense was just, they gave up 250 yards in the first half.
Dude, they ran the same play like 2 or 3 times in the first half, and it worked every time. The same way it worked every time. It was like
it also didn't help that Haskins threw that pick 6 coming right out of halftime.
Yeah,
that did not help their point differential. I mean, I think they could have blew them out, but that kind of like changed things where that gave Maryland some momentum back, and I think that's when like dogfight really came. Like there wasn't any chance that they could just go out there and kick the crap out of them and keep going with that, because Maryland was going to keep fighting. Everyone's best game is against Ohio State.
The only way this is solved is an 8-team playoff.
Dude, I actually do like that idea.
It's
because that gets.
But then, do you think it'll escalate to like a 16-team playoff?
I mean, in time, possibly.
Yeah, probably.
But you also got to think the amount of football these guys are already playing. Yeah. They're playing 12 games in the regular season, and they get 1 bye week.
Yeah.
And then they'll probably have their conference championship. But then what the 8-team playoff allows, it allows Power 5 conferences to have
all 5 of the winners to be in.
Yeah.
If they're like respectable, I guess.
I mean, say a conference has a really bad season. It's like, I mean, what conference is not represented out of the Power 5? Pac-12.
Yeah, Pac-12 this year. Yeah. And then, there's one more. Big Ten. Yeah, Big Ten.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like it represent
all 5
of the power conference,
and then 3
teams.
with the probably best, or like, Georgia would definitely be in, and then a UCF.
Yeah, and then
maybe not Michigan. I don't know about that one. Possibly a Washington.
I think Michigan would probably make it in. I don't. Washington
didn't they win the Pac-12, right?
Washington won the Pac-12, but
they'd automatically be in.
No, they did not deserve it. Okay. They were ranked 15th when they won the Pac-12.
Aren't we playing them in the Rose Bowl, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I think we should win by like.
Wait, who do we play in the Rose Bowl?
We're only
Washington.
We're like a 3-point favorite.
I feel like
it'll
probably be a good game to watch, but I don't think it'll be that close.
I think Ohio State should go out there and absolutely whoop them.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if we'll whoop them. I think we'll win though.
Yeah.
I think we should whoop them. Yeah. Whether or not we do that,
I think we're definitely better.
Since Urban Meyer's going out, they might
true.
Fired up.
Good point.
But otherwise, I think Urban Meyer.
He's going to do everything.
If he loses, that's going to be tough.
Oh, that would be a tough.
But I was reading. They announced it like early.
You read something?
I was reading that he announced it now, so the like recruits for next year can decide what they're doing.
Okay, yeah, I respect that actually.
I think so far, what I've seen, most of the top recruits for this year's class to enter, most of what I've seen, they're staying.
Yeah,
Garrett Wilson, he's already said. He said he was 1,000% committed to Ohio State.
Yeah,
nothing was changing yet.
That might be like. I don't know.
I know some other
15 verbal commitments, so who knows? We'll have to get those.
I mean, most of them will be signing here within.
What is it? December? Do they sign? Can they sign in December?
Can sign.
When's our signing day?
There's a signing day coming up in
February?
2 weeks.
I don't know. I think it's February.
There's a signing day coming up in 2 weeks, and I think February is the official national signing day.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's like early signing, right? Yeah.
Early signing is December. Yeah.
All right.
Coming up.
Think it's enough football.
Heisman winner is Tua.
No.
Haskins.
I could say Haskins.
Probably. I think Haskins deserves it, but I have a feeling Kyler's going to win that. That's who I think is going to win.
Wait, when will you know?
Whenever it is.
I think it's Saturday.
This Saturday.
Isn't it?
That seems a little early to me, but I'm not sure.
Hey,
no, because all the votes go in a week ahead. All the votes had to be turned in by like Saturday night at 1 a.m.
So we'll know by next podcast.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Hold on. What do you guys think of they said 10% of the voters for the Heisman race casted their vote before all the players' final game of the season.
Is it stupid? No. I think, you know, if you're seeing someone's performing like awesome, then I think, you know, if you like them, then yeah.
But what if they had a horrible game? Like,
well, maybe that's just a fluke.
Tua had a terrible final game of the season against a top-rated team. He played a top-rated team, and he did not have a good game.
Yeah, true.
Ohio State, Dwayne Haskins, he's had amazing games against teams like, at least defenses that are considered top-rated defenses. So it's like, why is that not being like really shown in the Heisman race? Like, why are they not looking that as a stat as well?
Well, should it be shown? Yes, but is it okay if they vote prematurely? Also, yes.
I mean, they're voting prematurely because they probably have a bias to the person.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like so like let's say like I voted you because I know you no matter what. You know, then like Max, he doesn't know you, but he thinks you're good, and then he sees you play bad, so he doesn't vote for you because he's bad. But if I know you, I'm gonna vote for you no matter what.
These people watch college football like every day. Like this is their life.
I feel like they shouldn't be able to vote without knowing the full situation of each person in the Heisman watch.
That's fair.
It might not be the smartest in the competition wise, but do I think it's okay? Why not? You know, because some people will never change their opinion. They'll follow someone to the death. You know?
That's fair.
I mean, there is those people, but that's the people that are biased, and no one else has a chance. They have this one person, no one else has a chance.
See, that brings in a good segue because there's something coming up in a couple weeks. CWL Vegas.
No, not a couple weeks. It's this weekend.
Oh, it's this weekend. Shoot.
I think you got to turn this way. I don't know anything about college.
So. Right here, baby. Yep.
So CWL Vegas is a Call of Duty World League tournament in Las Vegas. Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing?
I ain't part of this.
You gotta listen up.
Anything about?
All right, I'll explain it. So a lot of people might not know it. So Call of Duty switched to 5v5 this year.
Oh wow!
From 4v4.
So you know it was 4v4, right?
No.
Okay, it was 4v4. Now it's 5v5. So it's adding a whole new dynamic. They're having the first tournament of the season. They'll have
for Black Ops 4.
They'll have about 6 or 7 this year, and Call of Duty Champs, which is like millions of dollars.
That's where I'm going. Is it in Columbus?
Sure.
Nobody knows where it
might be. He went last year to the tournament. He spectated. I don't know.
Yeah. Obviously did not play.
Actually,
I did play. To be honest,
you didn't play.
No, I played Black Ops 4.
Okay.
While I was
That's
there.
sweet. That's sweet.
Yeah. So, it was so dope. They had setups and stuff. It was 5v5. It was so nice.
Okay. So CWL Vegas is coming up. It's a big tournament, right? And there are certain favorites going into it right now. Mm-hmm. So like there's like the name brand Optic Gaming, which is like supposed to win. They're favored to win.
I feel like they will.
I think they will. And then they're like, you know, second, third. Obviously it's like competition. You know, it's planned out. Not planned out, but like predicted.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So that's coming up. And he's wearing a 100 Thieves jersey. 100 Thieves is like a newer COD team.
Yep. Well, they were in Black Ops 3, but
it's relatively new.
Yeah.
It's a whole new
great
roster.
Great team.
And like they're entertaining. They're putting out clotheslines, which this
is what they're known for, pretty much.
Yeah, this is sick right here. And I just wanted to mention, like, 100 Thieves is like a growing brand, and they're using the online industry to like grow themselves and run a business. You know.
Have you seen their new winter collection? It's so dope.
It comes out.
I might actually get their camo.
It's coming out in 4 weeks. I might grab something from there.
It's so dope. It sells out fast too.
Tell me what you buy, and I'll buy it soon.
It's like this, but camo, and it says 100 Thieves in the middle.
Yeah,
it's
that
actually
might be
dope.
worth it. I want to get. They have like a windbreaker.
Yeah, I've seen that too.
I might get that.
That's dope.
Yeah, and then I want to get one of their cream hoodies.
Oh, I almost bought it, but it sold out too fast.
Yeah. What? So you're into shoes, right?
Not as much.
Okay, you know the NMD ones, like that.
The original ones.
Yeah.
Like what color? Like black and.
No, like the white with like the red like block.
Red block and blue block.
No, just red block. It's like what do you call it? Cream color with the red block. I don't know. I just might pick them up.
Yeah. Okay. Have you like? Are they in like?
At all? I'm not into shoes, but I like it.
Not really.
I'm looking to get some nice Adidas ones. I heard Adidas shoes are the nicest.
Yeah,
ever.
I agree.
You know, Wolfie, he got them Yeezys. I tried them on one day. It was like walking on a cloud.
Bro, you should have. Do you know how much Yeezys were on Black Friday on like StockX or the Goat app?
How much?
200.
Wow.
The white ones, the all white ones.
When the new ones came out, I literally at 7:30 in the morning, I got a notification on my phone. So I go on. I'm like, what is this? You know, it's from Foot Locker. So I swipe on it, and it's Yeezys. I click check out, and they went in my cart. You know, that's like a big deal. You know, it's hard to get some Yeezys.
Okay.
And I didn't do it because it was a lot of money. It's like $220.
Yeah.
Which isn't that bad when you're buying like the nice shoes because you can resell them and stuff.
I mean, if you're spending that money on shoes, you're not really making a good choice. I mean,
we gotta think you're wearing them every day. People see them.
Dude, I got mine for $80, and they've lasted like 8 months, and they're comfortable.
And that works.
That's comfortable. Works. I work out in them as well sometimes.
Hey, that works too.
I mean,
dude, are you on the grind still, or did you stop working out a little bit?
I'm still on the grind.
Every day? No, not every day.
Not every day.
Every other day?
Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Okay. Are you lifting in the morning with the class you do? Okay. Because I need to start lifting again, man. It's been so long. Join
me in the afternoons. I go during early release.
I'll do arm day maybe. Just arm days. Strictly bench, strictly curls. It's whatever.
You gotta get a little squat. You don't want to be flabby as anything back there.
I kind of do want to start like run. I know it's gonna sound bad, but running.
Cardio.
A little bit of cardio work in my workout.
What is that?
What is cardio?
What is cardio? None of us would know what cardio is.
You know what? I actually want to maybe go to the... Okay, wait a minute.
No. I saw you do sit-ups for the first time in my entire
25
life.
And it killed me. Almost killed me.
Listen, I think you and me have run more than him.
What do you mean?
Like
just running? Like in general. Like in your whole life.
No, probably. Because you quit football.
Oh.
That's where he's got you beat.
Well, no, because we've played the same amount of years of football.
Yeah, but we ran perimeters every week this year. We didn't condition at all last year.
Really?
That is point, yeah.
Not at all last
year? We ran two perimeters every week.
You couldn't even...
That blows.
Every Monday.
That sucks so
But
bad.
Our time was, what, 60?
Yeah. We had anywhere from 40...
extended?
Oh, yeah. It's usually 40, right?
Yeah, we had anywhere from 40 to 60 seconds. Or... No, one time, one of them, he gave us 90 seconds to get it.
Well, yeah, that's because he was just like form, just straight.
He said jog.
It's like a really mental walk. It's a really mental thing. Like if he says like, okay, we're doing one and one perimeter only, then it's like, okay, now let's go ball out. Let's like go But like if he's like, all right, we got 5 perimeters today. I'm like, well, I guess on this first one we're taking it easy.
Jog, run.
Yeah, pretty much. Because like
all you have to do, you don't even have to like necessarily like. Okay, for most of the time, I'd run on all of them because I was. This last year, I didn't really make very many conditioning days. I didn't make many days during the summer because I was at camps. But, when you're there and as a senior and as someone that I need to be running, I got to be showing my best effort. And so I did. But then, say last year, we weren't really into it as much. And, or sophomore year, we weren't into it as much. You planned out your run. You planned out, okay, I need to jog this one or I need to go half speed on this. But the key to all of it is you got to finish on all of them. At least if you finish that last 50 yards, that's what the coaches notice. That's what the coaches
that's like how they run finishing. Competition racing. Like if you're going around a track one lap, you start jogging and then you sprint the last part.
Yeah,
or
when
you do 4 laps, you jog 3 and then sprint the last one.
Yeah, you build up.
Yeah. Well, I think some people try to be in front the whole time. I don't think that's the way to do it. I think the way to do it is stay with the pile because I think that makes you look.
Stay with the pile and then do the last 50.
Maybe accelerate at the last 50. And then
I mean, you got to think about running perimeters as a football team. That is not pretty.
Yeah,
trying to go around corners.
Yeah.
Fang closed line me on one of the days because he didn't want to lose to me. That's how bad he did not want to lose. He closed lined me.
We like that.
I still almost won.
Why didn't you get him back?
Because I'm not that kind of guy to hit back like that.
Big nice.
I'm not that type of guy.
Speaking of,
I got him back on the field.
Yeah.
Low man. He never won.
Yeah. Okay.
I almost beat him. No joke.
Who?
Me. Beat Josh.
Okay.
Okay. We stalled for the first second.
No, less than a
second.
And
as soon as I got my feet moving, he was
I started running away. Because he just keeps going.
I kept going. I just kept going.
That's
like
cute.
20 yards.
But hey, speaking of keeping going, the Democrats think they could win this presidential election coming up. Joe Biden says he's most qualified person in the country to be president. I don't know if you guys have any opinions on this.
Well, no, like I think somebody like Joe Biden could win over Trump.
I think he has the best.
Like
okay.
I feel like that's a problem.
Let's say we're checking out Hillary because Hillary was talking about running again. Maybe
no.
I think
Hillary will not win.
I beg her to run because
she'll get smacked again.
Yeah, she'll get smacked. I think Trump's gonna win with confidence. But Beto O'Rourke from Texas, lost in his Congress race. I think that he would lose also. People are saying like he's like Obama, like Obama's aides were saying Beto. He's like an Obama president. Yeah, he has like similar characteristics, which I think that's bad, And I was like, oh, he's from Kenya too?
Is he actually?
No.
Oh. No. Oh, I get it. No, I get it.
Okay.
Oh, man.
So
I'm just shaking my head at him.
So
that's funny.
Beto O'Rourke loses. Hillary Clinton loses by a landslide. Joe Biden has the
it's
best
possible.
Has the best
he does.
opportunity.
He's probably not most qualified to be president. I have a possible he wins.
I have a feeling. If
he was vice. Yeah.
If someone really qualified that can be related to a lot of people and not have like a outstanding amount of like ideas that go against the masses, I think they can beat Trump because I think. So
you're saying like a in the middle type, like they can.
Yeah, a more.
No, it's either Democratic or Republican.
I think a more intermediate kind of person. I think a more intermediate kind of person is going to be what can win the election because I think Trump. I believe, and like this isn't stating my exact political opinion on all of it, but I think Trump is overly hated in the United States right now and around the world.
I think he's hated for not political reasons. I think he's hated for like personal.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
Well, I mean, like, some of his ideas that he says politically.
Listen, everyone has locker room talk.
Not good, but like, I mean, some of what he says is not good and is not something that's going to keep him being popular.
That's true.
That really messes his ability to win up. I think one of his biggest problems is Twitter. Like I think that's why he is the most hated because he doesn't filter anything. He says what he believes, and like I understand that, but like sometimes you got to filter yourself.
Yeah, I think this is like a new age thing. Like Twitter should be used by the president. I think that's honestly great because that's like a portal to the people, And that's what the House of Representatives is for. It's for the constituents to speak to their House representative and then get up the line. But
yeah.
I think like the new age, Trump's doing it right, and I think a lot of people do like him, and he's doing a lot. He's making a lot of progress. If you go to get your license,
he's keeping his promises.
Yeah, they'll ask you if you want to vote right there, and you can sign up literally when you're getting your license. I mean,
as a 16-year-old?
No,
18.
When you're getting it renewed.
Oh,
he said, and you used to not be able to do that. And Trump's changing things to make it make it better, make it more efficient. Efficiency, man. We know about that.
I mean, yeah. I think he's definitely keeping his promises that he has, and I think that's a great thing. But also, some of his promises are like very almost past conservatives. Like the really high end of rightist. I think he can almost go past that sometimes.
Do you think anybody can beat him like as another Republican?
No,
I don't think there's any.
I don't think there's a Republican that could beat him.
Yeah, no.
No. But on a spectrum, you were saying there needs to be someone in the middle that could beat him.
Towards the middle. They're going to be on one side,
but they would have to be Democratic.
I see what you're saying.
I think a Democrat is going to win this election.
Is right now,
really,
it's more polarized, more party polarized than ever before. People are more far left and people are more far right than ever before, and that's why that won't happen. What you said.
That's why I just feel like someone that is at least somewhat intermediate, like they're obviously one side or the other, but they're somewhat intermediate where they can be liked by both sides in each way of some kind, where maybe they have views that can be liked this way.
But that's like a third party that never gets voted.
Yeah, it won't be an independent. It's just got to be someone that's like not
like a moderate.
Someone moderate.
Like, maybe, but there's no one like that right now that I know of.
You're right, Bill. So I feel like it's far right and far left.
It's one and the other right now.
I think we're pretty split as a country right now.
Yeah,
we definitely.
Which
are.
I mean, it's not that bad of a thing.
We have abortion signs lined up at our school.
Yeah, that's rough.
Not needed. I don't support abortion, but not needed in my opinion.
That's definitely not needed.
Not needed. All right. Well, that is hour and 4 minutes live streamed. I think we're about to wrap up. Thanks, Max. Thanks, Josh, for coming on the Consistent Genius podcast. This has been episode 6. Follow us on iTunes. Just look up Consistent Genius and then subscribe to YouTube, youtube.com/Billy Seach. The website, consistentgenius.com, will be up and running in a couple weeks, probably next week, maybe the week after. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream and the podcast, and we'll see you next week on Tuesday at 4. I'll see you.